It's freezing out there. And I'm starving. I need something that's warm and wholesome, that's going to make me feel warm and wholesome. Well, will you have a look at that? My fruit bowl. I reckon I've got just about everything in here to make myself something warm and wholesome. Let's have a look. We've got a couple of carrots, about 1 kilo of jack pumpkin, 1 sweet potato, 1 leek, about 1 kilo of butternut pumpkin, and some garlic. So, all I'm going to do is preheat the oven to about 200 degrees and prepare these veggies. Okay, as you can see here, we've chopped all the skin off the 2 different types of pumpkin, and we've got them in these roasting trays ready to go, along with our 3 cloves of garlic. There's another one over here. With our sweet potato, it's all been peeled and ready to go. There's a little bit of oil on the bottom of the tray to prevent it from sticking a bit. But before we stick them in the oven, I'm just going to drizzle them with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Not too much, just a little bit. There we are. And I'm going to season that with some rock salt. Now, this is iodized rock salt, which is actually really good for you if you have a god-awful goiter like I do. Anyway, we're going to put them into the oven. Watch your fingers. Now that's been preheated to 200 degrees. And whilst that's in there cooking, we're going to fry off the leek. Do this on a really low temperature, and we'll let that other stuff steam. Now, with all of your scraps, don't throw them out. You can compost those in your garden and they'll come out really well. Alternatively, if you've got an obesely fat cousin like I do, who goes by the name of Fat Anderson, you can give them to him. He'll consider that a light snack, simply for the fact that it hasn't been deep fried. How relaxed do I look? Well, that's because it's almost ready. As you can see here, we've roasted off the veggies. You've got your roast sweet potato there, your roast pumpkin. We've fried off the leek over here. It's nice and brown. And we've got some more roast veggies over here. Plus, we've got the steamed carrots in there. Now they're all nice and soft. You may have to roast your sweet potato a little bit longer. I forgot about that. It does take a little bit longer to cook, but I've roasted it for a little bit longer, probably about 20 minutes longer than I did the pumpkin, and it's pretty much mush. Now all we've got to do is put it into the blender and we'll be good to go. Okay, so we've got it all in the blender here. Your carrots, your pumpkin, your sweet potato, your roasted garlic and your leek. And now, just before we give that a blend, just give it a good shake of nutmeg. You don't have to do that in every batch, but do that in at least one of them. There you go, that's heaps. And on top of that, give it some cracked black pepper. Okay, and now we blend. God. Whoops, turn the power on. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's all blended. It's very thick, as you can see, but we now put it on a low heat, get 600 mils of thickened cream, pour that in there. That's very thick, that cream. Oh, there we go. And stir it in. Now you only want a very low heat for this dish at this point, because if you do it on a high heat you will burn it. It's very thick. So just stir that in until it's heated, It becomes consistent, and then we're ready to serve. Okay, that's heated beautifully now. Nice and hot. It was bubbling. That slow sort of lava bubble, as you can see, it's very thick. Now if you want to thin this down a little bit, don't add any more cream to it. Just give it a bit of milk. And get it to the consistency you like. There we are. Let's see this. Serve this with some fresh crusty bread, like so. You hear that? That is crusty bread. And once again, don't be a little girl. Give it a good slap of butter. It really does work for this dish. You could even stir a knob of butter into your bowl of pumpkin soup because it gives it a lovely little salty, smooth touch to the soup itself. There we are. That's heaps. That looks great. Okay. Oh. I'm not even going to use my spoon. Why bother? Oh. That's fantastic. Babe, you've got to try this. I'm giving the camera girl a taste. How good is that?
Yumbo.
Fantastic. Bon appetit.